See this 1965 Chevy pickup? We got a dual master cylinder booster. We got an LS swap 5.7 in there, aluminum radiator. We went ahead and powder coated our inner fenders and such to get the engine bay looking pretty nice. We've got brand new windshield, brand new rubber. We got our upholstery redone, new carpeting, Dakota digital dash. We got a brand new roof, all painted up looking nice, as is the interior. We went ahead and swapped it from a small window to a big window. We chopped the frame. We chopped our bed right here. We got brand new bedwood inside. We got it slammed on airbags, of course, and we've got disc brakes up front. Now, 18 days ago, this was a bone stock, really rusty, rat-infested truck. The rust on the roof was so bad you could literally put your hands right up inside it. The bone stock height, drum brakes, single reservoir master cylinder, you get a leak anywhere in the line and you are dead. It was a long bed, small window, the upholstery was just atrocious. The bedwood was completely missing altogether. It had a big ugly bumper on the back that some people actually like. 3 on the tree, manual transmission, 292, straight 6 engine. This week on our 1965 Chop, Drop, and LS Swap, we are continuing our journey to show you how we went from what was to what is. This week it is cleaning up the frame and chopping it in half. Stay tuned. All right, we are back this week. I've got Simon and Edgar helping us. It's all hands on deck on our green 65. Today what we're going to be doing is taking off all the peripheral things we don't need for our LS engine. So we got our clutch pedal here. We don't need those engine mounts. We'll be taking out this transmission mount. We're going to be taking off our shocks and miscellaneous things, getting ready for our airbags. We're going to go ahead and shorten this to a short bed. We're going to get it all cleaned up and whatever else I can think of, so stay tuned. Now we're going to have to remove several rivets from this mount right here and a few other places back there that I'll show you a little bit later. When you're taking them off, I know a lot of guys like to use these with your air gun, air chisel, and chisel them off, but really, man, it's just a bit too rude. I've had them not come off easily and gouge the frame and miscellaneous things like that, so I just don't like to do that kind of stuff. Get yourself a 36 grit. Get yourself a 36 grit on your grinder and grind down the tip nice and even. Then you can use this to go ahead and punch out the remainder of the rivet. But don't just start hammering on them and getting all ugly with one of these. Keep everything nice and neat and clean. All right, so I got all the peripheral stuff cut off. Now Edgar and Simon are going to get this outside and get it all cleaned up. Every time I don't take some to the sandblaster, thinking I'm going to wire wheel it, save some time, or it never, ever, ever works out. Always take it to the sandblaster. Now, we just did not have the time for that in this situation. We only had 18 days, and the reason we only had 18 days is because the warehouse was moving to Bowling Green, Kentucky, and we only had until the end of the month to finish it. I do not recommend to build anything this way. You don't want to do it under a time thing. We didn't do it for a TV, you know, what have you, kind of a reason. It was just only what we had, and that's what we had to do. But when you do something like that, you're cutting corners and you're having to go back and fix things after the fact. You don't want to do that because your 18 days is going to turn into another 18 days going back and fixing everything. So again, we just did this because we only had 18 days. It's not some sort of TV trick. Don't try to do this in 18 days. Take your time. You'll find that there's a natural flow of the work, the parts coming in, the sandblaster being done or not done. Try to catch that flow and work with that flow. It's going to be a lot better for your stress levels, and the quality of your vehicle is going to come out a lot higher too.
What you doing there, Dave?
I don't want to take this to the sandblaster and everything if I don't have to, so we're going to try to get all of this old stuff off. But man, it is really on there, man.
Soaking some of the grease from the scrape what we can.
Yeah.
Hit it again with the pressure washer after it soaks.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4 times.
And after the fourth time, we realized we got to take a sandblaster.
Yeah, we should have gone to the sandblaster in the first place.
I told you in the first place. Why did you tell me so?
And they thought they screwed you by putting you out here doing the sandblasting or the water blasting, but fact is, it's 100 out here. That might have been the best job today.
So I absolutely hate math, which is why I love this kit. All I got to do is line up a couple of holes here on this, put it on. I follow my line cuts here. I take the leftover and I do my back. The kids got this all cleaned up for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this, take it and turn it into a short bed. You can see the kit comes with this beefy backing to go in here, comes with a ton of nuts and bolts, so everything's here. I'll knock this out in no time at all. You can do this with the cab on or off, by the way. Obviously, it's a bit easier with the cab off, so I'm gonna get started. Those are heavy. Don't let them fall on your foot. Okay, so I realized that, you know, I'm not showing you a lot of instruction on how to cut down your frame on this video. This video is not for that. We already have a video on how to cut down your short frame and how to do your bed sides and your upholstery and your carpet and everything else. This video here is showing you what you can do if you take all those little videos and you add them all up together to one truck, what you can do with it. So this is showing you guys the potential of your energy and your parts and labor. So that only took about 45 minutes once the cab's off and it's in this kind of a state. Doesn't take any kind of time at all. It's just me doing it, so you can see it's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna go ahead and weld it up now, and then hopefully everybody else will get here and help me out.
David over here wrenching on the frame. Looks like he's about done welding up. Dropping it down, breakers out back, cleaning up our mess from this guy, and throw this down, make a line, chop it, move it up, drill some holes, and we're gonna get back on the road. No time, 2 and 2. Guys, ready to go to the sandblaster. Obviously, we're not going to sand that down by hand. It's going to look better powder coated anyway, so that give us a couple days. Ready to go. On to the next one.
So we got things off to the sandblaster, media blaster, powder coater, and we're going to be getting those back. One of my favorite things to do right now is a juxtaposition truck is what we're working on this. So a juxtaposition truck gives you a patina and a gloss job kind of jammed together. So our engine bay is going to be kind of glossed off to some degree with a satin black and looking really nice. We hide our wires, make everything look nice. And then the interior's painted, the roof is painted. So I like that, you know, contrast going back and forth, that it's not just a patina truck, not just a gloss job. So next week we're going to be working on airbags, disc brakes, C-notch, that kind of stuff. So you guys should make sure that you subscribe and check out Instagram and Facebook and whatever else we got going. And make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to see this thing finished and you're going to feel really bad about that. I don't want you to feel bad. I want you to get your truck back on the road. You stick with me and we're going to get it on the road. It's going to be looking good and safe too. We'll see you out there, man.